thoughts obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation.
You call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god.
I don't know how to stop. I just go till I drop. Whether it's working or shots, give it all that I got. You can watch me work in my element. Anyone in the way is irrelevant. You wanna cross me, cool, not intelligent. Cause I don't forget shit like an elephant. Go ahead and tempt me, put it on the line and you'll come up empty. If I got time, I'm deadly. Never caught off guard, no, I'm always ready. I got a hand real steady. Look me in the eye and you'll see no hezzy. About to get real messy. I'll put you in a grave 6 feet like Kenny.
You call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god.
This video is brought to you by the 9% and is powered by Petty Vision Productions. Now sit back and enjoy the show.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push a mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss, see. I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. So until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want and I see, matter of fact.
Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it.
What up, though? It's the word. I am your reality coach, and this is your shot of reality. But first, let me see who in the chat. Miss V, what up, though? I know you probably asleep, but appreciate you. Big Dog Philly OG, what up, though? D Shep in the house. What up, though, bro? Appreciate you. Bronze brother, I appreciate you. Miss Tracy, and the one and only Dee. Appreciate y'all. Y'all know I had to say the best for last. We got the 9 in the building. The 9 is complete. Shout out to my sister. Shout out to Tay Eat. Shout out to Antisocial. The 9 in the building. Hey, we're going to break this down. We're going to talk about logic versus emotion. You know, the O Block 6 found guilty. We're going to talk about the situation, though. I'm not going to talk about the case. I don't know if Montreal will come through. I know he covered a little bit of the case, but I do got some audio I want y'all to listen to so I can make the points I want to make, because this situation that occurred that led to the demise of FBG Duck and these 6 men being found guilty is a situation that happens every day, especially in urban neighborhoods. It even happened on here. You know, it's levels to it, right? This level right here, somebody lost their life and people get locked up, but it's levels to it. It happens passively compared to this, you know? And once I break it down, I'm pretty sure we all will have some type of understanding or even experience with it, right? But let me give a little background. So FBG Duck was a drill rapper from Chicago, right? The reason this is so significant to me is because that's part of the reason why I even came to YouTube. You know, I used to come to YouTube just to look at information, right? Just to look at different things. I never like been interactive, but 2 weeks before he died is when I actually found who he was. I didn't know who he was. He did a song called Chicago Legends, and that caught my attention. And so I'm like, oh, you know, I like this dude. I started listening to his music, and I'm like, okay, it's drill music, but I understand where he's coming from. He's like an underdog, so that's why I kind of liked him. And then 2 weeks later, he gone. So it interests me. So I started following King AK-47. Shout out to King AK with this case, and then the Young Dolph case happened, and you know I used to be in AK chat all the time. So that's when I really started chatting and stuff on YouTube, was because of this. And now that it is over and we know what happened, you know, I wanted to talk about it because, like I said, the situation itself, you'll see when I say logic and emotion, we're going to break it down. But I do got a video I'm about to share with y'all. Give me 1 second. Well, audio. It's audio, but we're going to rock out with it. The first dude talking, this is FBG North. This is his page right here. So if you want to check out the full audio, he was actually in the courtroom. So he gonna tell his side of the story.
Y'all gonna be shocked because damn, it take one nigga, bro. It's always that one fuck nigga, bro.
Please excuse the language. I personally don't use the N-word. It is a little vulgar. I didn't edit the cuss words out. But so please excuse the language. Fair use, YouTube.
So court started with a Latino security guard. You know, the one that recorded Ralph on the phone? Yeah, he finally took the stand today. You feel me? I mean, I'll tell you about what happened earlier in court. You know what I'm saying, about them talking about, you know, the stuff that they found in the car so they could know it was fucking what's his name's car and K-Mac car and all that shit. Or I could talk about, you know, them talking about the bullet ballistics. But look, none of us is fucking scientists. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe you are. You know what I'm saying? Or ballistics or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? For me to be sitting here explaining to y'all about how they know this gun was this and this gun is this. Nah, let's get to the point of the good shit, the shit that y'all need to know about. You feel what I'm saying? So if you from the O, you finna be mad. If you from the STL, you finna be mad. If you from any hood that's connected to any side, you gonna be blue when I tell you this shit. And I seen the recording. But look, let me tell y'all what happened. So court started with a Latino security guard that worked at the Montclair store taking the stand. Now, that's the one that recorded Ralph. He said he was working on August 4th, 2020, the day FBG Duck's murder took place. His job was to make sure customers didn't steal by standing by the entrance and the exit. He claimed that on August 4th, 2 people stood in front of the store talking loudly on the phone. He claimed to have heard them mentioning a gun while never coming in the store, which made him suspicious. He claimed to have seen Ralph T. and another chunky, tall, dark-skinned individual with a red shirt and hospital mask come inside the store. He claimed to have thought that they would rob the store because the individual in red kept walking in and out of the store while Ralph Turpin talked loudly on his phone. We then watched and listened to the video recording that the security guard took. Man, Joe.
So real quick. So he explaining that it was 2 people, right? Ralph Turpin and it's another dude, right? You go hear the next clip. I wanted to point that out because the next clip, the other dude who was with him took the stand. But just listen to what happened, man. This shit wild.
So now let me tell you about the video, bro. So this is why I say fuck niggas, bro, or bro, watch everybody watch no matter what side you from. who you deal with, bro. I seen a recording, bro. This nigga Ralph so stupid, bro. This nigga didn't even have his mask on, and they had to give him a mask to make it, you know what I'm saying, because it's COVID. They had to give him the same security guard that's testifying on him, had to give him a mask. Bro, so look, you can hear the conversation. Nigga had on speakerphone, bro. This nigga Ralph, bro, on the phone line, bro, said like, he like, hey, bro, I'm finna do a real reenactment of how Ralph was. I shit you not, bro. Babe, let me get a phone. Oh, bro. Hey, y'all, hey, bro, they tried to kill me. Bro, they just tried to kill me, bro. Down, up here, bro, by Gold Coast, this nigga Duck just tried to kill me. He ran up on me with a whole bunch of niggas, fo. Yes, fo. Hey, Scud, look, let me tell you, Scud. Bro, this nigga, bro, he jumped out the car. Him and a bunch of niggas, they see me and bros walking, you feel me? And when they seen us walking, they jumped out the car. He had a 30 stick, a see-through clip on that bitch. He pointed that bitch my way, you feel what I'm saying? And my homie way. So we started running. His homie started chasing after us. So, you know, we was running so fast. We got away and we just heard him say, hey man, let's go shop for our stuff. You feel what I'm saying? And we'll get spent back on them bitch ass niggas later because they got to get back to the car. Yeah, bro. Yeah, they tried to kill me. I just had them lock us inside the store. I just asked the security guard if we could stay inside the store. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I just asked him, could we stay inside the store because my life in danger. I can't even make it to the car. This nigga gonna blow me down. This nigga literally across the street at the store watching me. Oh no, bro. I think he going. Nah, I ain't even got. Look, you hear me, bro? I ain't even got pipe, shorty. All right, bet. All right, I'm gonna let you know. And if, bro, 5 to 10 minutes later, that shit took place, bro. You hear me?
So basically, what he's saying is, old boy seen FBG Duck downtown, and he called his boys because it was allegedly a hit out on him. So he called his boys and said that Duck was trying to, get at him. So what his boys do? They mounted up, they rolled out, and they took care of business, right? But old boy was lying. So even though it was a hit out on him, they wouldn't have probably did what they did if that dude didn't call and say what he said. Because the area they did it in, I don't know if y'all familiar with Chicago, but Gold Coast is like a prominent area, where Louis Vuitton, Coach, and all them stores at, like a Rodeo Drive. In the D, we got suburb areas like that. You don't go fucking around out there because they'll knock your head off. As far as throwing the book at you, you get caught out there doing something stupid, you go do some time. So that's the area they went in to, eliminate now. But they did it, and the way they did it, how sloppy they was doing it. They did it because they thought their boy was in danger. And so when I talk about the situation, that's what I'm talking about. We all been in situations where people cry wolf. People crying wolf. Sometimes people start things and then run to you. And in this case, this young man lost his life. And granted, that was the lifestyle he was living. That drill rap stuff. Like I said, I never supported it, but I liked his music, and I thought it was admirable. When he did Chicago Residents, because he was actually giving a shout out to all his ops. But he turned around and dissed them again. But what I'm saying is, he was in that lifestyle. He was in a gang. So, I mean, that comes with it, but the situation itself, even though, in the gang lifestyle, it comes with people trying to eliminate you. It shouldn't come with your boys setting you up. Your own boys, like these 6 dudes up here, they all probably gonna do 50 plus because they one boy lied. Let me finish playing some more.
So the nigga lied, bro, and y'all know it
Lisa
was a lie
J, what up though?
FBG Duck was with a girl. You feel what I'm saying? He was never with no group of niggas. He never, he went to Milani's, then he went to where, babe? Montclair store, right? Yeah. No, the Chanel store. Oh no, the Chanel store, bro. Then he went to the Chanel store because Ralph was watching him from the Montclair store. You feel what I'm saying? So that shit crazy, bro. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I feel so sorry for Mama Duck because like she flew out the courtroom crying, bro. And even the family, like you could tell her, like the hurt, even Kenny Mac, C-Thang, Muwap, all of them
Now
was
listen
looking
to this
at
part.
Ralph T like, you bitch ass nigga, you sent us off. You feel me? Cause so now y'all know it was never a planned hit.
Now he said when they was in court and this dude was on the stand, you know, telling the story or whatever, they looking at the dude like, hold on, bro, that ain't what you said. You know, that ain't, you know, they just figuring out. They thinking they going to help their boy. Nah. And then, hold on, I'm going to play some more.
It was never a planned hit. This nigga Ralph T, bro, is a straight hoe, bro. He only did that because Duck was fucking his baby mama, bro. Ain't that some shit, bro? And he wasn't even currently fucking his baby mama. He fucked her a couple years back.
The old boy seen him. He mad because he done, you know, got with his baby mama years ago. And he called his boys to come handle it. This happens in real life. I told y'all the story. I had a boy, right? Let me tell the story real quick. Let me come back over here. Lisa J, what up, sis? Appreciate you. Anybody else step in the crying because of a chick? Yes. Listen, I had this homeboy, right? He had called me one day. He said, bro, he was like, D, man, these dudes tried to take my car. I'm like, what? He said, yeah, man, I had to throw my keys and run. They was trying to rob me. He was like, can you take? I said, yeah, I got you. So I threw some stuff in the back seat, rolled and picked them up. And he told me it was down the street from my mom's house. Right? So I'm thinking, like, down the street. Nah, it was in front of my boy house. Like, he told me, oh, stop right here. Stop right there. He went in the back seat, grabbed. I'm like, hold on, bro. Nah, you ain't about to walk over here with no guns. What is going on? I thought you said somebody tried to, you know, take your car. He like, oh man, this, they was trying to jump me. I said, well, hold on, let me go talk to them then. You know, they was in the back of my boy house shooting dice. So I go back there, and my boy dapped me up. Then he looked, he was like, yeah. He said the only reason I saved them is because I knew that was your boy. And I'm like, what is going on? Then he told me the story. They were shooting dice, you know, people talking smack. The dude who called me, you know, he ain't no stepper like that, right? But you in the midst of a bunch of hood dudes, and he started talking and he got slapped up. And he ran home. Left his car. So no, nobody tried to rob him. Nobody tried to jack him or none of that. He was popping off out his mouth and got slapped up. But you about to put me in the position where I go to my homeboy house, somebody I grew up with. And I'm taking weapons. We don't do that. So you have to be careful. You have to be careful who you're dealing with. Logic over emotion. Emotion, that's your homeboy, right? He in danger. Nah, ain't nobody about to take nothing from me. This is what be pumping. Any of my boys used to call me like, hey man, this happened. Oh no, we gonna handle that. Them all emotions. But then during the trip, you start asking questions, trying to see exactly what's going on. And it don't logically make sense. I had people call me because my one homeboy, he came and picked me up and told me to ride with him, right? I'm like, cool. Got in the car, we riding, we driving. And I don't know if he hit a bump. I don't know what happened, but I heard like a clack, clack, right? So when I heard it, I looked in the back seat. He got two choppers on the seat. And I'm like, bro, where are we going? Oh man, this dude, You know, he think he'll take my girl, and then he talk. I said, bro, let me out. Like, nah, I am not about to go do nothing to no dude because a girl opened their legs to him. That's her decision. That's her. I mean, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That shouldn't have nothing to do with you. If I, man, look, James, what up, though? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. This I always felt, right? When it came to women, right? If you with me, you with me. If you ain't, you ain't. And it is what it is. You open your legs to another man, then shit, I ain't shit to you. I keep it moving. Billion people on this planet. Don't get it twisted. Billion people. I want y'all to hear this one part about.
Bro, it show you how much hate niggas got in their heart. For them to sit up and allow niggas and act like they life in danger to the point they make niggas put their life at risk to come get him out of a situation that never existed. Duck wasn't even aware that this nigga was watching him or this nigga was around for this nigga to get on.
He wasn't even aware. You see how crazy this is? Like these 6 dudes up here for the rest of the 50 years plus. They got found guilty. They getting 50 plus because your boy. Y'all gotta be careful.
On the phone, bro, this nigga lied and got these boys life, 55 to life. Now they really finna get life, bro. Okay, but let me, you feel me? Continue what happened in court. So you could hear Ralph T lying on the phone saying he was being chased down the street by FBG Duck and other FBG members, which was false due to Duck being by himself when shopping started. So basically, Ralph T. So you
Brooks,
feel
what
me?
up,
So basically,
sis?
Ralph T lied to
Appreciate
D-Thing on the phone that Duck was downtown trying to kill him. The security guard said no longer than 5 minutes later, the shooting began where FBG Duck was murdered. After Ralph T's lawyer, so after, you feel what I'm saying, the state cross-examined him. Ralph T's lawyer began to cross-examine the witness and asked if he could remember what happened the day, to which he responded he positively for sure remembers the events. You feel me? He wasn't a Pisces, so it was crazy hearing him say. He was like, no, accident. I know, man. Yeah, I positively for sure and certain know it's that guy, man. I made him get masked, man. My employee made him get masked, yeah. So Ralph T's lawyer then asked Ralph T to stand in the courtroom and show himself to the witness. Ralph T's lawyer asked the witness if Ralph T was the man in the video on the phone or in the courtroom and show himself to the witness. Ralph T's lawyer asked the witness if Ralph T was the man in the video on the phone, to which he replied yes. Ralph T's lawyer then asked if he had seen Ralph T's face in the store, to which the security replied yes, because his coworker had to give Ralph a mask. He claimed that after the phone call, Ralph T walked across the street with the guy in red. Then he proceeded to call because his coworker basically had to give Ralph T a mask. He claimed that after the phone call, Ralph T walked across the street with the guy in red. Then he proceeded to call the police. The security guard was excused from the stand shortly after. Court ended shortly after with several witnesses next to take the stand on Wednesday. So court ended crazy, you feel me? I'm sorry if this video skipped a couple times. I had to pause it. My kids was being loud, you feel me? But I had to get to y'all exclusive. Y'all know who y'all heard it from. Blake Diddy Red. You ain't hear from nobody else. Live exclusive FBG North, bro. It's your boy Blake Diddy Red with another update on FBG Doug murder trial, man. I've been sick a couple of days, so I haven't really been able to give y'all an update. But yo, it's day 22 and 23. Let me read
Rich,
y'all.
what up, brother? Appreciate you. Hey, shout out to Rich, man. Appreciate you. Shout out to the Rooks in the building. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all link up with both of them. Hey, we be in the cave chilling, man. Mr. Yeah Baby himself is in the building. Appreciate you, Rich. Y'all definitely go check out my brother. Hey, Rich, make sure you drop your link, bro. You got to stick. But I want y'all to hear this other part because y'all think the story crazy. No, man. Watch this. Hold on.
Before I start, though, tell these blogs to stop playing with me, bro. And I'm bro, because they all, none of them won't smoke, bro, with me in real life. It's been proven. Fact. Bro, so let me go on about the FBG Duck trial, though. Day 22 and 23. Work with me, though, fans, because I got cold right now. So on day 22, the guy who's with THF Teasy, when he made that phone call to D Thing about Duck, he took a stand and he said he didn't know nothing
Now this
at
is the
all.
dude. This is the dude who was with the guy who made the phone call to tell him that this dude was downtown. Right? Listen to what this dude said.
About anything happening. He said all he did was testify to being with Teasy. He said that they were childhood friends who just happened to bump into each other on the day of Duck's murder. You feel me? On dates. So the guy who got he basically yeah. His shit ended basically as simple as that, bro. That shit blew me, bro. All he said was basically him and Cheesy were childhood friends who apparently just bumped into each other while they were, you feel me, downtown. And he didn't know that, Cheesy was gonna make that phone call or nothing, you feel me? He claimed
PIA in the building. What up, PIA? Appreciate you, sir. Hey, so dude said, look, man, hey, I don't know this dude like that. We childhood friends. I ran into him. I don't know what happened. He out. Like, look, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Right? Smart man. Smart man. That ain't the part I want y'all to hear, though.
So, after he got off the stand, Man took the stand. And that's the guy who got shot with FBG Duck, bro. And come to find out, that guy.
Now, listen, this is the guy who was with FBG Duck, right? The guy he talking about now. He was with the guy, FBG Duck, when the 6 dudes came up on him and started shooting. He got shot, too. But check this out, man.
Right there, he Muwap cousin. Wow. So
now you say he Muwap cousin. Muwap is the guy that's on the far left, the very first one, right above the O. That's who Muwap is. So the guy who was with FPG Duck was his cousin. So he pulled up shooting at his cousin. But you got the ops chilling with the cousin. So who, like, this how being real, this is real life. Like, I promise you, like, it was people, I know people who is in, I'm trying to say, I know people who went back and forth with blood, family members, because they chose a side, an invisible line, some imaginary shit, talking about some street shit. Oh, I'm in this game, but that's your blood. And it was so many speculations, like the old boy set FBG Duck up until all this stuff came out. They thought the other dude set him up, but no, that was his boy. He was chilling with him, and his cousin rode up on him and started firing. And I don't know who hit who, but he got hit. You can't make this shit up.
He claimed that earlier that day, TZ stopped to ask him for a ride. And
now he's saying the guy who called these 6 people asked him for a ride. So they all know each other. Half of the time, like with this gang stuff, you done went to school with these people. Half of them was probably your friends at one point. They family. The streets, this is what I try to tell people. The streets on the real. I don't glorify nothing when it comes to the street. I understand it and I respect it because I was in it. But I'm not glorifying it. I'm not going to tell somebody that it's something positive in it, because it's not. It's going to lead you to jail or hell. 2 places. If you outlive the streets, then what do you have to look forward to? You don't get a 401k. You don't get a retirement plan unless you done save some money up. But then now you got to explain where you got it from to the IRS. These are things you don't think of while you're doing it. These are things you don't think of. Most people in the street, they don't get no life insurance policy. I knew people who was hustling, had beautiful cars, multiple houses, but as soon as they died, it was like a GoFundMe. Where did all the money go? I remember this one dude that he lived like 3 houses down from us. He was a hustler. But then you seen this van pull up. They emptied out his house, his own boys. He got shot, was in the hospital, passed away. They went to his house and emptied it out, his own boys. So when his family had to bury him, he ain't have nothing. They took his money. They took whatever else was there. They didn't even bury him. Didn't even give the family the money. Streets ain't got no love. No love.
Which he told him he didn't have a car because he didn't know him. He also says that first he shopped at the Louis Vuitton store. He claimed to have seen men chasing THFTZ and that they did have guns. He said he then walked to the Dolce & Gabbana and got in line behind FBG Duck. So, special agent after that, Christie retook stand. Shadi Muab with a hooded jacket at the time of arrest on 10/13/21 with distinguished stripes with Get Back Gang written on it. They then showed Turpin's phone record at 417, 418, 419 to go 8 to 418.
Well, I'm going to skip the AK-47. I like the way AK broke it down.
Then people say some shit like, damn.
King AK-47.
I didn't think they was going to pull it to stop blowing. Wow. He went looking because they heard Doug was going shopping. But he's knowing the text.
But before I continue, I want to give a shout out to FBG North, Blick Diddy Red or whatever. I guess people were telling me he went off on me before for stealing this content, but I didn't. But I'm going to make sure, you feel me, that he get his credit on this because people sent me his video and he actually in the courtroom. You feel what I'm saying? So I watched the video and he really in the courtroom, you feel me? And I talked to somebody else too that confirmed this. Ralph Turpin, THFTZ, man, set up FBG Duck and O-Block. Now, what was described is Duck downtown shopping for his girlfriend, right? Shopping with his girlfriend, right? So he's shopping with his girlfriend. Ralph Turpin ended up seeing, which is THFTZ or TZ, ended up seeing Duck. Now he outside on the speakerphone. Yo, Duck out here. Now the security guard recording the whole conversation to where they looking at this video, right? So TZ basically telling the O-Block dudes, Duck tried to kill me. He with a whole bunch of dudes, he tried to kill me. Yeah, I'm locked in the stove right now. So I guess when Duck was trying to go in the back of the stove, that's what TZ was telling O-Block niggas. You feel what I'm saying? Man, I can't leave the stove. They gonna kill me. This is all dude mouth. You feel what I'm saying? So what else dude say? He said, he tell him he don't got no pipe. He basically telling O-Block all this. Now remember, we all was tripping like, you feel me? Even.
But do you see how they explaining how convincing he was? That dude didn't care about these people, man. It be your own homeboys that'll line you up, get you to do their dirty work. That's part of the street. You think you helping, but you being set up. You go to help someone, and they using you as a pawn. That happens on here too. Not to this extent, but it happens. People will use you as a shield.
Even though there was a hit on Duck, the way that they did it was sloppy, but now it all makes sense. It all makes sense. And you kind of could look at these O-Block dudes in a little different light. Not saying what they did was wrong, but it makes sense. Now, if you get a phone call, right, and you tell, and people, mind you, TZ calling, D-Thing calling everybody, basically saying Duck tried to kill him. So if you get a phone call that somebody that you mess with was just chased down by 6, 7, 8 niggas, with guns and they tried to kill you downtown, you gonna feel away. You feel what I'm saying? You gonna pull up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, hold on, what you mean? Then
hold on. And he right. You know what I'm saying? Like if you, this is what I'm saying. You have to be careful because you may have good intent with people. You may, be ride or die for people, but they might not be that for you. And in this case, they wouldn't. They went in the spirit to help their boy. They thinking their boy is getting ran down by 8 people. And he alone, I have no pipe. I have nothing to defend myself. They trying to, what you gonna do? You gonna leave him there? And then you pull up and you see the guy and they just start opening fire. But that's emotions. In life, when it comes to you, your life and your freedom, you have to use logic. Because emotions will drive you to do anything. But logic is what will save you.
THFTZ say, yeah, them niggas left, but Duck stayed in the store. He went shopping. They thought out, you feel me? So now you get to.
Now, if somebody called me and said these dudes ran down on me, I ran in the store. Everybody left except for one guy and he went shopping. I'd have been like, bro, that shit don't even make sense. That don't even make sense. What you telling me, okay, if you're in danger, we'll come get you. And then you got to think about the area. You in Gold Coast, bro. You think if 8 men was running around with guns, why would we pull up? It's going to be cops there in a minute. They going to call the cops. If 8 men running up the street with guns in Gold Coast, chasing somebody, the cops are going to get called. So me coming into that area, hey, I'm going to have to meet you on the outskirts, bro. This ain't like you in the hood. That's what I'm saying. Emotions will cloud your judgment. You won't even understand or see things right in front of you. That does not logically make sense. None of it. 8 dudes chasing you up and down the street of Gold Coast. You running into a store hiding. So you telling me these people in the store ain't about to call the cops? That don't make sense.
Get to tell him, yeah, but I know where Duck at. He's shopping right now. I can't come out. He right across the street. Come get him. If I was, and this is touchy, man. I kind of understand how it happened. Because things like that really happen. When you place a phone call and you say you getting shot at, oh, dudes pull up. You feel what I'm saying? For real, man. So basically, what else the Blick dude, Rick Diddy dude said? Basically, they pulled up 10 minutes later. You feel what I'm saying? 10 minutes later, and killed Duck. Now he said, and another person said, Mama Duck ran out the courtroom. She couldn't take it. You feel me? Because she just seen her son, the life disappeared from this video. You feel me? And they said looked at Muapino, and Muapino was looking at Cheesy like, nigga, you lied, bruh.
I couldn't imagine that. I mean, can you imagine you go to help somebody, you thinking one of your boys in danger, and you make it happen, and then you get caught. At least you thinking like, damn, at least I saved my boy life, or at least I helped my boy. Then you found out he wasn't in danger at all. That feeling, like, oh, bro, I need to get my hands on you. I need to do 50 more. I need that. I'm gonna need to touch you. Something gotta happen. No, lock him up with me. He need to be locked up too. And can you imagine? I don't even know if the other dude is getting charged. The one who made the phone call probably is. It gotta be because he initiated everything. But can you imagine if he didn't get charged? He free and y'all sick of on. That'll be fucked up. But it's every day. This shit happen in real life.
You lightweight sent us off. So yes, It was a hit on Duckhead. And yes, it was, Duck life was in danger. And yes, they would have probably got up with Duck. But the reason, and all that's a part of the reason. But the big reason why they came and killed him, how they killed him, was because O Block thought Teasy life was in danger. And they
Like they
was
boy
just,
life
you
was in
feel me,
danger.
trying to block. This is crazy, man. So, what's crazy? That dude, Trenches Dudes, he did one thing. I say a lot about it, but one thing he did say was THFTZ was the reason for this. And now,
All right, that was basically the end of it. But you see, the streets ain't got no love. It ain't got no love. You can be loyal to people in the street, but that don't mean they gonna be loyal to you. Same thing. These YouTubes are streets too. So when you find genuine people, hold on to them. Hold on to them. I'm blessed to be around in the circle that I'm in. I've been rocking with Tay since I can remember being on here. It's been a year now. I went through stuff on here. She went through stuff on here. But that's my ninja. Realist, that's my ninja. Anti, that's my new ninja. If you find genuine people, lock up with them. Miss V. Because there's some snakes out here. And it's different kind of snakes. You got rattlesnakes. You got black mambas. You got king cobras. Then you got them constrictors. You got them boas and them pythons. There's different kind of snakes. Some of them squeezy, some of them poisonous, some of them harmless. So you got to be careful. It ain't just about the snake, it's the type of snake you're dealing with. Some of them you don't hear coming. All of them don't got rattled. Some of them you don't see coming. So you have to be careful. And you have to, I always say, just embrace the genuine. Embrace the people who are unapologetically themselves, because they showing you who they are. And that's rare. It's rare when people come on here and show you who they are. And they unapologetic about it. Those are the people who are genuine. You know why? Because they don't really give a F. They don't care if you like them or not. And that's what resonates with me, because that's how I am. I try to be cordial. I try to be polite. I try to be the best version of me. But I know everybody ain't gonna like me, and I'm fine with it. They're not supposed to. I'm not for everybody. But for the people who do appreciate me, I'm gonna appreciate them. And just be stern with it. Be stern with it. And anybody willing to put you in a line of danger for their own personal gain, be careful of it. Anybody who wants you to jump into the mess. Because the people I care about, I'm not going to put them in those situations. I'm not going to put the people I care about in situations. If I get into something, I get into it. You have to protect. If you really care about people, people really care about you, they going to protect you from their own bullshit. So the people trying to get you to jump and shit, you got to be careful. Because, like I said, that didn't even make sense to me. When you start putting the pieces together, right? You in this area, this prominent area, right? You telling me these dudes is chasing you. You in a store. No one called the police. You want us to come handle this dude. Come save you. No one called the police. That would have been the first question. Did they call the police? Because if they did, I can't come. You want me to come with arm and hammer? I can't do that. If the police come. But then, I'm going to say it like this too. And sometimes in that lifestyle, people ain't thinking about tomorrow. We live in the moment. Oh, let me drop the link. I don't even think I put it. Did I put the link in the? I didn't put the link in the group chat. Why is Tay banned? Y'all better leave Tay alone. Y'all been picking with Tay too much. But that part right there didn't make sense. You telling me you hiding out in the store and the people go let you hide in the store. The security guard is gonna let you. That's what they were saying on the phone. That's what the transcript said. He told his boys the security, they would have called the police, bro. Look where you at. Even if you was in the hood, they probably would have called the police. But you in Gold Coast. How does that make sense? And then somebody chasing you, everybody else leaving. This one dude just stayed to go shopping. He done ran up and down the street chasing you with a gun. Now he going shopping. How does that make sense? But that's what I'm saying. When you emotionally driven, you just hearing it. This is a op coming at your friend. So you ain't thinking. You running off emotion. This is why it's important to teach our young men how to properly express their emotions, how to go through the emotions, how to identify their emotions. Because these are young men. I don't think none of them over the age of 25. Their brain ain't even fully developed yet. The rest of their life is gone. Yeah, when the streets don't love you back. When the streets don't love you back. That's well said, brother. I'm surprised you still woke, D Shep. I've been talking for a minute. I gotta pick with Shep. But that's how it is, man. That's how it is. The streets don't love you back. I couldn't have said it no better. Shout out to D Shep. Because at the end of the day, even within your own circle, like as we was talking about competition and compliment, well, in the street, it's all about survival. That's the name of the game, survival. I just seen people set their people up for the cops. They got caught, and they had this thing called, I don't know what they called it. We was just saying we was calling it DEA because that's who it was who snatched you up. But they'd come get you, right? And they tell you if you tell them someone bigger than you, we'll let you go. So what you think people did? They start calling people, hey, I need such and such, such and such. Now they boy pull up, they got work in the car. As soon as he pull up, guess what happened? Bam, they swoop on him. Now they give him the same deal. If you tell on somebody bigger than you, we'll let you go. That was an epidemic in Detroit in the early 2000s. Your own boys. And people was leaving Detroit, going to Milwaukee, going everywhere. They were snitching on each other, dipping. It was some people that went to my old hometown. You hit your head like 20 times and caught whiplash. But that's how it is. You know, that's how it is in the street. It's no loyalty. There's no love. Ain't no respect. People be setting up their own family members to get. I know people who rob their own family. Like literally, and I'm looking like, bro, hell no. You'll rob me, bro. That was your cousin. Well, we ain't really cool. Like, nah, bro, I would, nah, stay away from me. I see you coming. I already know what time it is. Stay away from me. I had to tell a person that. I see you. I know what's coming. Nah, you robbed your own cousin, bro. That shit grimy. That's grimy. Your own flesh and blood. But you see, one of the dudes, he was shooting at his own cousin because his cousin was with his op. And his op, he was told his op was trying to take his boy out. But like I said, even on here, Hey, you know what I say about loyalty, Shep? Everybody want it, but don't nobody want to give it. Everybody want it, but ain't nobody willing to give it. That's how that works. I feel like you have to give to receive. But that's 100, bro. That's 100. But yeah, I wanted to share that because, you know, that case is one of the things that inspired me. Like just watching AK-47 for a year. It was like, hold on, man, I can do that. He always encouraged people to start channels. Just start the channel. He told me that like 4 or 5 times. I used to hit his panel, you know, when he was talking about the takeoff. You know, I was hitting his panel. He was like, man, just start a channel. Just start a channel. He kept telling me that. So shout out to King AK-47. He a cool dude, man. I don't know him personally or nothing like that, but like I said, I interacted with him a lot. Like a year ago, like 2 years ago. I was all through his chat on his panel and shit all the time. But he's a cool dude, man, for me. He was cool with me. But, you know, he covered like street stories like this. But he actually knew O Block and he knew FBG Duck. This is where he started from. This is when he went viral, covering the FBG Duck case. Because he knew, like he know Mama Duck and all that. And there's another dude. Shout out to Dave the Voice. You know, shout out to Dave. I don't know where Dave at. I should have texted him. But Dave the Voice, he know FBG Duck too. He kind of mentored him growing up. So I was hoping when he seen the thumbnail, but I don't know if Dave be on YouTube like that no more. But yeah, shout out to Dave. But it just shows you like how easy it is. How malicious people are, how people use other people. This dude was pissed off at Duck because something that happened 2 years ago with his baby mama. Nothing he even did at current time. Just envious and jealous, all that nasty shit inside people. And they will use other people as instruments. People will use you as an instrument, not caring about what happened to you. I seen people do that on YouTube. Use the shit out of use people as shields. You know, that's what I said. I know in real life, we all experience that on some level. Where people lied to us, took advantage of our kindness, our willingness to help them, our willingness to stick our neck out for them. And just to come to find out that they done fabricated some shit. And now you have to live with the results of actions that you did because you thought you was helping somebody. You have to be careful. You stick your neck out for the wrong person, hey, that guillotine come down. Shep, hit the link. Well, let me play this real quick. About to grab something.
I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve in a world that's lost its way.
Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, some loose shit bullshit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. Oh,
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
yeah, there's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got
Should have tagged him. Yeah, but I just wanted to share that. So, what do y'all think, man? Have y'all ever experienced something like this? I don't know if y'all understand. Have y'all ever experienced something like this? Uh-oh. The man, the myth, the legend. These shepherds in the building. What up, bro?
What's going on with you? How you doing?
Loving life, brother. Loving life.
No, I have to say the same thing. That's a crazy story, man.
Like, bro. Like, and it hit home because I said, like, I've been not to this extent because I kind of stopped it. I seen through it and didn't proceed, but I've been put in situations like that.
And that's what that's part of the reason I find it so crazy because like I said early on, I caught my first felony, man, due to some shit that damn near resembles that. I mean, like behind a broad, man, and a broad and a lie. That's just wild, man. A motherfucker tell me, cat I used to run with back in the day. Um, we was together every day. I mean, every day. And we had another partner that we rode with, with every day, all three of us. So it's quiet in my house today. But so yeah, man. Some dude comes to me one day, man. We riding, and he says, "Hey, man, look, I got this lick." And I'm like, "Shit, what you got on your mind?" Like, man, we can go What you talking about, Tay? I'm talking about this bullshit with the O Block boys. But no, so he says, I got this lick, man. So, I know this nigga, we can go run up in the house, you know, um, basically kidnap him and hold him for ransom. And I'm like, all right, cool. What information you got on it? And he says, well, man, I've been scoping out the crib, I know where he's staying, everything. I've been scoping it out. So I'm like, all right, shit, well, let's go through there and see what's happening. And we got our other partner with us. So we ride through the apartments and shit. And we wait. We sitting there just start staking it out. Um, so about an hour or two go by. Dude don't show up, but we see two of his vehicles there. So we like, we say, well, fuck it. My partner, the third partner, he say, well, look, man, it's getting late, man. I'm gonna go. Just drop me off at the crib, man. So I'm like, shit, fuck it, man. Come back, we riding through this shit tomorrow. Well, the third person that was with us, he didn't live too far from where we was at. So we dropped him off at the house. And in my mind, I'm thinking, all right, shit, we're gonna hit the highway and shoot back in, to our side of town or whatnot. And right before that happens, the dude I'm with, he says, man, I bet you don't want to go back over there. And I'm like, shit, well, why are we talking about it? Shit, you ain't heading that way. But man, we slide back through these motherfucking apartments. And lo and behold, the motherfucking dude is at home. So we jump out and we go to these apartments, and it was like I want to say 2 or 3 doors, like it was crazy how the setup was, but it was 2 different doors. So we standing at the one door, and I'm looking at my boy like, because he had this look on his face. Now, mind you, the apartment next to it, there was a light on in the kitchen, and you could hear the dishwasher going. This is about 2, 3 in the morning. So I looked at him. I say, man, you sure it's the right apartment? Just look based off the look he had on his face. When he kind of hesitated, I said, man, fuck this shit, man. I'm going back to the car. So I just started walking back to the car. It took about maybe 3 steps, and I just heard boom. I turned around. He didn't kick the door in. So I run up in there behind him. That's my people. Um, we get up in there. It's a 2 bedroom. The first room we hit, it was a dude laying in the bed and a dude laying on the floor. So I just gave him a boy that looked like, all right, bam, I got this room. So he backs out the room, kicks in the door, the room next to us. And I heard he turned on what I struck, what was really odd to me is he turned the light on, told the dude hi, and started beating him up. So the dude out in the room I'm in, he's saying, man, please don't hurt me, don't shoot me. And I just say, man, you lay in the bed, you lay there, man, don't make no moves, man, ain't nothing gonna happen to you. The dude on the floor never moved. He was like standing right there at my feet. Then, back what seemed like forever, it was probably maybe 2 minutes or whatever. I heard the first gunshot. So I backed out the room, looked in the other room, and I see my dude, bam, let another one off. And he like, let's go. So we run up out the crib. And as we running back to the car, I'm like, so man, what you get? So I'm thinking he at least got something out of it. Oh man, I ain't getting nothing. I said, well, damn, did you kill it? Man, I don't know. He was wrapped up in a sheet. I'm like, all right, man, whatever. So we bone out. We go hide out in the country for about a week, just to see here. We know we're gonna hear something back on it. Everything seemed like die down. Uh, for some strange ass reason, I to this day I do not remember why, but I needed to go to the police station to pick up a report. I don't know what the fuck it was about, but as we're pulling up, we see the dude car who got shot, pulling off. He in the back seat with crutches. His sister driving. And he recognized our car. Now all 3 of us are in the car at this time. And he just shot the finger, at us and kept it pushing. So we looking at it like, what this motherfucker doing at the police station? This crazy. Not thinking about it. I go in there, grab what I need to grab, and come on back out. Shit. Uh, with this same dude, like we fast forward 2 months later with the same dude. Like I say, we kicked it daily. Me, him, and the other guy that was with us. And bam, we get caught up in some more shit that I had to basically lie my way out of. But in the process, that same night, where we see another dude that he didn't cross. And we talking about it, we having a whole conversation, and I'm telling him this story, and just out of the blue, he like, again, this is about 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. And I'm telling him this story, and he out of the blue, he just says, man, there that nigga go. You want to get him? And I look over, and I see this dude he had dude pumping gas in the middle of the night, unsuspecting as fuck. And I'm thinking to myself, man, this is bullshit. I just got out of some bullshit fucking with you, like literally an hour before. I said, nah, man, you know what, man? I done enough dirt for the night, man. Take me home. All right, man, you sure? Yeah, man, I'm going home, bro. Shit. I get to the house, get in the bed. 2 hours later, shit, I'm in handcuffs. And I don't know what the fuck they talking about. They talking about a burglary or some shit. I think I was like 19 at the time. So, I'm staying with my mom's. She like, I don't know, I hear her telling the police, no, he ain't came home. I guess they had a warrant or whatever. So when they came in, they get me up and shit, and they tell me what I'm under arrest for. And I looked at my mother. I said, Mom, I'll be home in a few hours. I ain't never burglarized a damn thing in my life. Shit, got downtown. They questioning me about all this other shit, some murders, and this is just a whole bunch of fucking questions. You know how they do. Just run all this shit to see if they can get any information out of it. And then they asked me about some apartments. And at first, when they said burglary, I thought they was talking about some shit that the two dudes I was with did that I wasn't with them. I'm like, no, no. They mentioned these apartments, then they mentioned this dude's name in my mind. I'm like, motherfucker. So I get banged up for the shooting and right up in the crib. All this shit go down. I think I spent this is my first time locked up. So I spent like 3 months, and then my lawyer got me bail, got me a bond, and got me out. Well, I told my lawyer everything that happened. And he told me, he said, well, man, look, based on what you just told me, he said, you don't have to tell on nobody. All you gotta do is when you get out of here, you go tell your partner. All he gotta do is let him know and come to court and say that you wasn't the one that shot the dude. The dude knew who shot him. It's like I say, the motherfucker turned the goddamn light on and started beating the dude up. Nobody knew I was in that motherfucking apartment that night. So I get out, bam, go straight down, straight to dude's house. He opened the door and he looked at me like he saw a ghost. So he caught himself. It was about like a fraction, but I saw the look. So then, he got his composure. Man, what's happening? What's happening? So I'm like, oh man, everything, man. When you get out, I got out today, man. Man, I want to holler at you, bro. Um, my lawyer say, man, when we go to court, all you got to do is take the stand and tell the motherfuckers that I didn't shoot the dude. That's it. It was like, man, fuck this shit, man. I'm through fucking with these. I'm like, through fucking with these people. We ain't even been to court yet. Unless you went to court while I was locked up, because he didn't go to jail.
Mm.
Yeah, I was the only motherfucker sitting in jail. So I'm out on bond, man. Boy, let me tell you, want to talk about fucked up luck? My lawyer basically telling me, say, man, I can get this shit knocked down to a misdemeanor based on your part of the situation. Because at that time they wasn't doing this was like under the old law where they wasn't doing that. You know how if you were involved, you gonna catch the same fucking charge or catch the same time or whatever. So,
Mm.
man, I'm out. First week I go report to the bonds people. Bam. Second week I go report to the bonds people, and the lady is asking me. She says, "Well, hey, darling, do you know when are you going to court?" I'm like, "No, ma'am, I haven't talked to my lawyer yet." She's like, "Oh, well, who's your lawyer?" And I mentioned his name, and the lady looked at me with this weird ass look. She said, "Oh, baby, you haven't heard, have you?" And in my mind, I'm like, "No, I haven't heard what? No, I haven't heard a thing." Why the fuck my lawyer have a heart attack and die?
Oh, bro.
Yeah, man. Crazy. So you fast forward it, back to go to court. Um, they trying to give me this 5 years, and if I took the 5, I'd have came home in about 2, if not less. But I'm thinking, shit, I ain't trying to go no goddamn where. So but they offered me like this 10 years probation, which I'm not familiar with none of this shit. And ain't nobody there. None of my uncles was around to school me on it, right? So I had them drop it down to 8. So, but in the process of me sitting there, there's no. Let me back up. The first time we go to court, it was my mother went, and we're sitting there, and I'm looking in the courtroom, and I see this chick, and I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck is she doing here? She wasn't even there that night. But I kind of dismiss it because the DA, she comes and tells us, oh, it's been set off. They pushing the date back. Well, there was an old black lady in there, which me and my mother just happened to get on the elevator with. And my mom starts talking to the lady, and she's asking her what was she doing in the courtroom. And the lady said, this shit tripped me out, man. They trying to get me to say, these are her words. She said, they trying to get me to say that I saw some young man go into my neighbor's apartment and shoot my neighbor. And my mom was like, well, who was the guy? They said his name is she was trying to say my name, my mom was like, Demetrius. And the lady was like, yes, ma'am. That's the name. The lady, my mom said, he's standing right here. This is him. And lady looked at me and said, I've never seen that young man in my life. So they trying to get her to testify that she saw me. Nobody saw me. So even the chick that was in the courtroom that day, she wasn't in that apartment, so she couldn't place me there. So bam, but I got this. One of my lawyer's associates took the fucking case, and he don't know shit, and that's how I ended up pleading out instead of fighting. But what got me, the kicker was, what really made me plead out was the same dude that all he had to do was say, I didn't shoot the dude. I'm sitting in there, and we sitting in the back of the courtroom, and we see him and his mother come in the courtroom, who just recently passed. I love that woman. She was a beautiful woman. She passed. But so I stand up, Dad, what's going on? I'm thinking he'd have, what I'm saying, make shit right with me.
Right.
And when I knew the trick was on, he dapped me up and everything, and they went total opposite side of the courtroom. I said, oh shit, this nigga finna fuck me over. And I went on and took the probation before he got the chance. So now the cold part about this, fast forward this shit, probably like another year. I'm at my sister's house, and her friend was there. We were all watching TV, and this dude came by to see her friend, and he realized I was in the house. Now this dude that was there that came, he worked for the dude that all this shit happened to, and but he knew me. So he said, "Hey man, what's happening with you, man? You got a minute? Want to holler at you?" So I ain't like I don't feel any threat or anything. So we go sit in the car and we chopping it up, and he tell me everything that fucking happened. How it all went down, and how stupid we were because it was a lot of money and a lot of bricks in that apartment. And that's when I realized that we wasn't in there to rob this dude, or kidnap this dude. We was in there because the dude got shot was fucking the dude who I was with, Gal. So it was a revenge play. Never intended on getting no money out of there. He just wanted to fuck dude up and shoot him, I guess. All behind the broad, which after the fact is when dude was telling me this shit, it all made sense. The girl that was in the courtroom was the dude who I went up in the apartment with, ex-girlfriend.
Mm.
And I'm sitting there like, this nigga got me a fucking case behind a bitch. and you lied to me about it because he knew had he told me what the fuck he wanted to go over there and do, ain't no way in hell I'd have went with it.
Mm-hmm.
No
Mm-hmm.
fucking way in hell.
And that's the whole point, bro. Like, especially like when we run around the street, bro. You with someone every day. It's like you want to have their back. You want to them your people. You don't want nothing to happen to them, so you stick your neck out for them. But then they snake you like that. They put you in a position to lose because they emotional over some female, bro. Like I ain't nothing, bro. I promise you. I remember my one homeboy. Uh, I played football with him. He smashed my girl. He was at practice bragging about it, right? Everybody thought I was about to get mad and fight him. I'm like, shit, no, I'm straight. Like, you can have her. And she was in the stands waiting. So after practice was over, everybody laughing or whatever. I'm like, shit, okay, shit, you smashed. What I'm supposed to do? I'm gonna go mess with her cousin now. Shit, you gave me an excuse. I ain't gotta be with her no more. I'm out. I ain't, man, I'm straight. I've never been hung up on no females like that, man.
Me either, man. Remember I was telling you about the third dude that was with us, that man, we dropped him off.
Mm-hmm.
He so prior to me after I left Texas and moved out here, I get a phone call from the chick I was dealing with. She's telling me she's pregnant. And she's like, you need to come back home. I'm like, bitch, if you 2 months pregnant, that means you knew you was pregnant before I left. And you waited until I left to say something. But I'd already backslid um, into the streets, which I wasn't trying to do. I vowed not to go back into the streets and fucking around with her. I ended up back in the streets, so I moved out here to change my shit around. I told her I'm not coming back home. You just tell them goodbye, whatever. Well, what? Show you how dirty motherfuckers are. Again, I'm staying with my parents, with my mom. My mom come in one day and she said, I come home one day and she said, you got a phone call, but I think this voicemail is for you. I think you might want to listen to it. And it was this long ass voicemail, but it wasn't nobody talking like, talking on the phone. It was a conversation between two people. And you hear the chick and she's saying blah 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 blah. And then I hear the dude. And what struck me, what stood out to me is all I hear him saying is, man, you ain't gonna tell D, are you? I'm thinking, tell me what? And as I'm listening to the conversation, it all made sense. I'm like, wow, this dude done went and fuck, my ex. We broke up, we wasn't together. But instead of him just calling me and saying, man, look, I fucked up. We now these guys, one of them I've been knowing, the one I caught that case with, I've been knowing him since junior high. The dude that I'm talking about now, I've been knowing him since elementary. Me and him been through a shitload together, but he couldn't be man enough to call me and tell me, man, I fucked up. I hope you ain't gonna be mad. He trying to have it hid, not knowing the whole conversation she was recording it just so she could leave that shit on my mama fucking phone, thinking that I'm gonna be tripping with him. So I called up one of the partners and I let him hear the message. One of the other partners, he like, man, that ain't what I think I'm hearing this. I'm like, yeah, like that's fucked up. He's like, what you gonna do? I said, I ain't gonna do shit. I called my partner who's in the car with a girl who's being recorded. I say, man, he thinking I don't know nothing. I say, bro, I said, well, you a cold piece, man. I'm like, man, what you talking about? I said, Dick, I know what happened. Man, what you talking about? I said, man, you stupid. Say you got played. You got played real bad. Say this bro recorded y'all whole fucking conversation, so I know what you did. Oh man, you go into that. I say, man, look, don't even worry about it, man. I'm not mad at you. I really feel sorry for you because you were stupid enough to put
Right.
yourself in that kind of position. I said, there's a reason that I left that bitch. And all you had to do, you could have called me and said something to me, bro. I wasn't putting on that. Okay, she was pregnant. That just shows how the fucked up she is. And you knew she was pregnant, so that just shows how fucked up you are. I said, but one thing I will not do is let a broad come between us, man. We've been through too much together. I mean, we've literally been through too fucking much together for some bitch that I ain't even knew a whole goddamn year to come between us because she trying to get back at me and fuck you. And you were stupid enough to fall for
And bro, that's like a never ending story in the hood, bro. Like,
it. But
bro, what am I?
that same fucking story is the reason a lot of niggas is 6 feet under right now.
And other
Other
motherfuckers
than
in
in the
behind
military.
bars.
And she's
Mm-hmm.
still running
Bro, I had an ex, right, when we broke up, and I ain't gonna say which one, but it was one, I did significant time with, like, we was together. Anyway, so I get a call one day, it's my boy, like, hey, man, your ex down here trying to, I said, go ahead and have fun, bro. He was like, what? I'm like, nah, go ahead, bro. He's like, you sure? I'm like, yeah, trust me, do it. I said, I know
around
she'll call me afterwards. Next day, she called me. She was like, I just want you to know. I said, I know. I told him to go ahead. She was like, she just paused. And I'm like, look, man, it's over. I don't care. Like, enjoy life. Have fun. That's not going to bother me. I'm straight.
and that's what
But
I don't.
they will do that, bro. I'm telling you.
But what
They'll try to rip your damn heart out your chest.
what is it that what is it especially we're not even together. So
Correct.
what is it you fucking him gonna do to me?
I don't
I
know,
mean,
bro.
what
I'm like, shit, I told everybody, go ahead. Shit. All y'all, go ahead. I don't care. Shit. I'm done with it. It's all on you now. If that's the case, if you go do it, do it. I mean, shit. It is what it is. I ain't with you. There's a billion people on this planet. You got me bent. I'm gonna get stuck up on one like that.
locked up, bro? And I'm sitting there watching motherfuckers lose their goddamn mind because they bitch out there fucking somebody. You think I'm gonna be putting myself in that position? You that dude locked up looking crazy to the motherfucker, man, please.
Man, I had this one chick. I met this one chick, right? She was a friend of my boy's girl, right? So I meet her. He had people at the house, so we go over there shooting dice, we drinking or whatever. I meet a chick. I'm like, cool. We talking on the phone for a couple days, and she like come over, right? And when she said it, I felt some type of way. So I brought my shit with me. I don't really know her, and they be setting people up a lot in the D, so I always carry it. So I get over there and she arguing with somebody on the phone. Like when I pull up, she literally opened the door, arguing with somebody on the phone, and hung up. I'm like, "You straight?" Like, yeah, that ain't nothing. So we sitting there watching TV. She keep looking out the window, and I feel uncomfortable now because I'm seeing you look out the window. Right? She keep
Mm,
looking out the window. Like we at the window towards our back, right? And she's sitting next to me. We watching a movie, but she keep like looking out the window. So I'm like, I'm about to dip. She was like, just stay a little longer. Right? I didn't know her phone was on vibrate this whole time. So I guess my man was blowing her phone up. Something told me to leave. So as I'm leaving, going to my car, she's trying to get me to stay. I'm like, no, I'm leaving. Got off the porch. As soon as I open the door, car whip up in the driveway. Dude jump out. It's like four dudes, right? As soon as I seen it, I whipped out. My man, they didn't have time to do nothing. And I'm looking like, look, bro, I don't know what's going on. You effing my beat. My man don't care. I got a pistol in my hand. My man like, you effing my beat. You effing my beat. And I'm like, she's screaming, I ain't with you no more. We broke up yesterday. I'm like, hold on, bro. We've been talking for a couple days now. What the hell is going on? Like, look, bro, I didn't touch her. Shit felt weird, so I'm leaving. That's all y'all. I got in the car and left. I'm like, she was just using me to piss him off.
mm-hmm. She knew he
That
was calling.
happens a lot. That happens a lot. And people in the grave and behind bars because of that.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all
Yes.
fellas, y'all gotta be careful, man, because um, people out here grimy, man,
It's
and they
like
will
nowadays.
play. I'm sorry, go ahead, brother.
Look, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, I was just saying people be playing games, so you just gotta be careful.
Man, for real, it's like you gotta do a whole motherfucking background check on somebody you're dating these days. And sometimes you can't even rely on that.
No, you can't. You can't, bro. I mean, I've been in situations where I climbed out windows, bro, trying to get the hell away from. I can't tell that story because that, yeah. But
That's
bro, I done
crazy.
hid in closets, bro. I'm talking about some crazy shit. I had dogs sicked on me, all for the trying to get some nookie. Like, man, this shit ain't even worth it. I'm straight.
I'm sitting there thinking, man, I've never had no stories like that.
Man,
You know,
you,
yeah, and
I
all my
remember, bro.
that was
Have you have you ever been in a house and didn't know that the woman had a dude, and then a dude walk in the house after y'all done you chilling? I'm bro. Look, it was this lady I worked with, right? She was an X-ray tech at the hospital I worked at. So I started messing around with her, and we used to always go over my house. One night she was like, "Well, you can come over my house," and I'm like, "Cool." So I go over her house. Her daughter sleep. We do what we do. She was like, "You gonna stay the night?" I'm like, "Yeah." So, and I was drunk. I was high. We just had sex, so I'm out, bro. Next thing I know, you know when you sleep and it feel like a light is on,
mm-hmm,
bro. I'm laying in the bed. I'm looking like, is it a light on? I open my eyes, bro. I heard a fucking something go. I'm like, oh shit, what the? I'm thinking I'm getting robbed. My man was like, what the fuck? Who is this ninja? I'm like, look, man, I don't know what's going on. I apologize. I don't look. I didn't know this was your shit. He tripping like you gotta. They was split up. They was
right.
broken up, but I guess he was paying the bill and he still had a key to the house. And I'm looking
Mm-hmm.
like it's 4 o'clock in the morning, bro. Like I don't know what happened, but I told old girl she apologizing. I'm like, man, this shit is crazy. Like my man, she cussing him out. She jumping like she like literally on top of me trying to cover me. Like he ain't gonna shoot me. He ain't gonna shoot me. I'm looking like I don't trust none of y'all motherfuckers. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm like, look, bro, I didn't know this was your house. I apologize. I'd never come back here again. Like, don't worry about that. I'm out. I'm like, can I please just leave? He like, man, get the fuck out. I'm like, all right, bro. I'm out. I ain't gonna lie to you. I went back the next day. And nah, I went back the next day. Like, we're gonna have to have a conversation. You done put something in my face, bro. This ain't cool. We're gonna have to have a real talk. So me and my man, we talk. I ain't gonna tell you how we talk, but we talk. We got an
That's crazy.
understanding. We got a real understanding that day. But yeah, you gotta be careful, man.
Nah, for real, man. But you said a mouthful. Them goddamn hospitals, boy. I done heard stories about them
Oh
motherfuckers.
man, I went and one chick asked me over, and I seen the picture. After that experience, bro, I'm telling you, anytime I met a female, I was scanning the house. Like I'm asking questions. Do anybody else live here? Where's your? Oh, you got a baby daddy? Do he got a key to the house? You sure?
Man,
He no key. You got deadbolts? Nope. You got chain locks? What you got? I need to make sure this door don't open unless we open that motherfucker. Hell no, bro. You wake up with a shotgun in your face, man. That's like if my bladder wasn't empty, bro, I probably would have pissed my pants. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like
nah,
imagine
for real.
waking up out your sleep and the only thing you hear is that damn thing slide back. Like
That
oh
that's
shit, it's a wrap. Like
that sound alone is so fucking distinctive. It's
hell
only
yeah,
one
bro.
that's distinctive is that, and that's a goddamn cell door closing. Where you
Mm.
just like, fucker. Yeah, when you got that gauge in your face, or even just in the presence of one, and the motherfucker, slide that motherfucker back, man. Shit, some it's about to get real.
Mm-hmm. That
That's
shit,
crazy.
bro. It, like, man, I can't even explain. Like, I can't even explain. It was just you just come to that point like it's a wrap, bro. Like you start thinking about everything. Like, I ain't get to do this. Like I just knew it was a wrap. And it's like I couldn't like the way he was positioned. I couldn't grab it. I'm high. I'm drunk. I'm just like, damn, I got caught slipping. And that's the thing too. Like when you running around in the street, you only get comfortable really around females and your homies. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
like my head always on the swivel. Man, after that, bro, I ain't never been comfortable with nothing, bro. I'm straight. Like
Yeah,
fuck
I was
that.
never comfortable no matter where I was, man. I just thought stay because I was doing so much shit. It was just hard for me to be comfortable, man. Anywhere. I mean, even in my own house, you know. Yeah, that's a crazy feeling. You got it on you, but you don't know. You know, if you go to sleep, you don't know if you the motherfucker that the dog gonna get kicked in on after you done kicked in so
Mm-hmm.
many. Just this shit just crazy, man. That
Definitely
dude
not a lifestyle.
that got shot. So back in like 2014, I think I want to say 14 or 15. Yeah, I think 2015. You know, I used to be on Facebook and shit, but I was working in Iowa morning and I see the dude name. I'm like, man, I'm gonna give this a shot. So I sent him a message, man, this long ass message, man, basically um, apologizing for my part and everything that happened that night, this, that, and the other. You know, I told him, I said, you know, if you choose not to, you know, forgive me, man, I understand. So he responded, he said, man, just a part of life. We was out shit with people. He goes, nigga, you a drug dealer. Why'd you call the police? Remember I told you about the dude that came to my sister's house for the other chick, and he saw me there. And this is what he
Mm-hmm.
told me after he explained to me all the shit that was in the house. He said that he was pissed off at the dude because the dude that called him and told him what happened, he knew who it was that came in there on him. But like I said, I was with this dude every motherfucking day. So everybody and their mama knew if he was in on something, I wasn't too far away.
Right.
So he say, man, I was mad at him because you know I'm like shit. All right, well let's go get him. He didn't brought his you know his heat and shit with him, and you know I guess the other partners that work for the dude, everybody wanted to come look for us. They wouldn't have found us, but he was mad because dude called the police too. Like, man, what the fuck is you doing? This some street shit. This ain't got nothing to do with no fucking police. But yeah, dude, I never understood. Motherfucker called the police on us, man.
Bro, people only in the street until the shit get real, and then they civilians, bro. I learned that so fucking quick, man. I had a dude, bro, popping off at me. He gonna do this, he gonna do that. I pulled up on him, bro. He straight called the police. I'm like, hold on, bro. I thought you was a gangster. You didn't say you will come chop my house up and all this shit. I met you before you can get to it, and you calling the police. Now I'm scatting away. Like this shit weird. They come to the crib. I'm not at man.
Crazy shit,
Like
man.
and if they had all that cell phone and camera stuff, I would have been man. I did what I did in the right time. I just say that because I mean I probably would have adapted, but like you can't get away with nothing no more. Oh, I didn't play that one part of that video when they was on Instagram, bro, bragging about shit after the fact, bro.
Well, I mean, look at all
That
the dudes that gotten killed on Facebook Live, on Instagram
Mm-hmm.
Live. So no, that's not even surprising, man. Motherfuckers that flash the guns and the money, knowing that they either own some kind of paper or you know what I mean, a place where they shouldn't be having. It's illegal for them to have guns. They, this shit is. Oh, you remember how they used to do those like mannequin type challenges?
Yeah, the Vatican town.
Man, this one here. This one was so motherfucking cold. It was like
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
the
I know
one I'm
which one
talking
you're talking about. Yeah.
about, motherfuckers in the yard and the motherfuckers doing the drive by.
Mm-hmm.
And the cops went and arrested everybody at the house. And come to find out all the guns was registered, so they couldn't do shit to them. I was
Yeah.
like, wow, that was a cold ass challenge though. I ain't gonna lie.
Did you
That
see? But even these videos now, it was this Mexican. I don't know what gang it was, but it was like they was rapping and they was showing all this stuff. Man, when they went and got them, bro, they had at least 15 bodies on the weapons they confiscated. I'm looking like y'all idiots, man. Like you, you using a weapon you done eliminated somebody with in a video.
yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, bro. Like,
Motherfuckers don't
man,
think like you said, logic
I'm,
and emotion. Motherfuckers
man,
do
bro.
not
I got schooled by some real people, bro. You, man, it was. I can't even say it, but it was ways you know, it was just ways you did things, ways you moved. Uh, it was like rules and regulations, and you did things with the intent to be free afterwards and be alive, to live your life afterwards. My uncle told me like if you go do something, don't take no witnesses with you. I'm like, what is you talking about? He said, don't take nobody with you if you do anything because you might think them your boys, but they actually witnesses. And I'm like, and it made sense. It made
crazy.
sense what he was saying. You can't do it by yourself, so you don't need to do
That situation that I was caught up in, I got caught up in one more that I ain't gonna even talk about. But at the end of the day, I quit doing dirt with anybody. I just
it.
everything I went so after that second because that second one kind of it cut deep. But yeah, I quit doing it. I would have motherfuckers all the time say, man, oh man, I got this lick, man. No, bro. I said, man, if you really know how to pull it off, I can tell you. But if you asking me to come with you, that's not gonna happen. And
Yeah,
motherfuckers never understood why I was like that, but at the same time, they don't know that I've been fucked over twice. My first time, shame on you. Second, shame on me. And the damn show won't be a third.
yeah,
And
yeah, man.
motherfuckers
It's
ain't
my bad. Go ahead, brother.
just saying, people can, man, everybody want to be a gangster till it's time to do gangster shit. And
Shit.
motherfuckers just, to act of whatever crime you commit. No, gangster shit is riding out wherever you keep your goddamn mouth closed because you wasn't thinking about the consequences when you was actually out there doing the fucking dirt.
And that's what I was trying to explain to my brother. Like he got into
Mm.
we from Pennsylvania, so he moved up here to the D with us. And one day, him and his boys didn't like some other boy at school, so they decided to go egg the boy house, right? So as they egging the dude house, his brother come out, and they didn't know who his brother was. Brother was a bad motherfucker. I'm gonna just say that. So they start chasing him, right? So they ran back home. So he run up in my room like, and I'm at my mama house at this time, right? So he ran up in the room like these dudes chasing me. They got guns. So I go downstairs with the chopper. Dude pulled up, looked at me. He was like, "D man, your brother egged my house. He egged my mama house." So I called him downstairs. He was like, we got to rectify it. I said, look, you can do whatever you want. Um, just don't do it too bad. So, my brother had to take an ass whooping.
I mean, it was
That,
fair.
that, that, that was fair. I mean, I wasn't going to let him do it too bad. But, I mean, it's either that or, 4th of July. We at my mama house. We ain't at his mama house. So, I mean, like, hey, that's just law. You know what I'm saying? You can't do no shit like that. So my brother had to learn real quick. Like, this ain't back home. This ain't that small town where you can do shit and our name get you off. Because like back home, our last name, people, my people put work in like positive shit though. Like half of them cops, federal probation officers and shit like that. Um, Sports players. I mean, so my last name it means something. So he got away with a lot of shit down there. Up here, they don't care about none of that shit, bro.
Don't mean nothing.
Don't mean nothing. You
Not
can
in
be
Kansas.
you. He said not in Kansas anymore, Dorothy. Like you can be the man today and be gone tomorrow. Shit, if you
That
got a name, they coming after it. That's how it was where I grew up at. So you tried to
definitely,
stay incognito. Like you be smarter, not harder. Just be smart.
man, motherfuckers don't get it, man. The bigger you are, the bigger the target you, man.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my whole thing. Shit, part of my early get down. Oh, shit, look like we got one. They go, oh, you like flossing in the club, okay? Yeah, we're gonna break your ass up for that shit. Oh, you
Bro,
like bragging at the dice game, okay? Yeah, I'll be waiting on you. Yeah,
bro,
that shit.
I knew all the stick up kids, and I used to go down to the casino, like when Detroit put them 3 casinos downtown. I go in that bitch, look around like I'm getting the fuck out of here. Like I'm straight. You win something, you gonna lose it as you going out the door because they sitting around waiting. I walked in there one day, I seen like 6 stick up dudes. Like hell no. So yeah, if you come to Detroit, don't go to Motor City Casino. Don't go. Trust me. You'll thank me later. They knock old
Shit.
people off of their head, knock a old motherfucker over their head so goddamn quick. You walking out, they
I'm
knock
gonna
you,
tell you,
go run the
man,
pockets and move.
you ain't gotta worry about me going to a motherfucking casino that ain't in Las Vegas. What the fuck I want to, you know what I'm saying? What I want to do that for? I'm right here in the Mecca.
I'm telling you,
So I
they
get
knock
what
you
you're
right
saying.
over your head. As soon as you hit out that door, knock, run them
So,
pockets, the car pull up and they out.
and they was hitting us shit, man. When times we get fucked up, especially around the holidays. One of my partners, he used to be my foreman. He was like, man, I went in the motherfucking cash my check and I parked in the parking garage. I got robbed in the parking garage. Like, got to be more careful.
Yeah, I mean, it was a couple years ago. They was catching people at the check cashing place after the income taxes came in. As soon as you walk out of there, like, bro, man, this ain't funny, man. I promise you, it's not funny. But I have to see if they still get that clip. I think they put it on World Star, but it was this old man. Well, he wasn't old. He was probably about 50 something years old. He was in a wheelchair though. Man, he came out the check cashing place. They grabbed his money. He reached back. They pushed his wheelchair in the street. Man, I'm looking like y'all fucked up. But you just see he went all the way. He made it all the way across the street. But it's like, damn, they just took his money and pushed his ass across the street.
That
Like,
is
that's
funny.
fucked up, bro. Shit fucked up.
Ah,
I ain't trying to laugh, man, but
that's
if you seen the
crazy.
optics, man, they didn't hit him or nothing. They just snatched the shit and pushed him. He just bring my money back going across the street. Like, god damn, bro, y'all ignorant as hell.
That is fucked up, but that's funny as shit.
Man, bro. Boy, I'm mad as hell going across the street. Give me my money back.
Can't
Motherfucker
stop
thought
his wheelchair, none of that.
nothing, bro. He went all the way across the street, hit the curve and shit, turning the wheelchair back around trying to get there. I'm like, damn, y'all shoved the shit out of him, did y'all? He couldn't even
Lucky he
stop
didn't
that.
fall.
Damn, man, that'd be it. But then it was a girl who got set up by her coworkers, and it was fucked up because they all worked at the hospital we worked at, and it was like patient care techs, like nurse assistants, and one girl, I guess
Well,
she had like 3 or 4 kids, so she had a big income tax check, and we was printing our W-2s from at work. We would just print them off. We get them early, and they all went to the check cashing place and did their taxes. And as they was coming out, I guess they all waited together and everything, because the story first was, the girl got robbed, and in the midst of the robbery, she lost her life, through the gun. I don't think we're supposed to say, certain words. And Miss V be on my head, so. But she lost her life to, somebody robbing her with a gun. And come to find out, it was one of the girls who she was with, brother. They set her up. They knew how much
that's fu-
money she was getting, and I guess when they was coming out, she texted him, and he was outside, and she was like struggling, and she had a burner. So I guess when he seen it, that's when he fired.
mm,
Like she was trying to pull it, he was trying to take her purse, but she reached, and as she was like pulling it out, he started, you know, that shit was messed up, man.
that's why I'm like I say, man. I'm glad in the motherfucker that everything I did, I did in a time where wasn't no cell phones and all that other shit. Saying it's
Yeah,
not been.
that's what I'm saying. But up here, like almost every stoplight got a camera.
Oh
Like then they
man,
got them in the city. They got them. Well, I forgot what they call them, but they record gunshots. Like they ping. Like if they hear a gunshot, it'll ping and send a message to the police station. So people, if they get a gunshot in the area, the cops just start swarming around. So I mean, it's so much. It's like it's not even worth trying to be a criminal no more. And then
mm-mm.
not only do you got to worry about the law, you got to worry about people you're dealing with. So it's like, man, I'm straight. Go get a job. Go get a
There's no
trade. Go to
crimes among
school.
thieves. Definitely no fucking honor among thieves.
Definitely not. That's why I be telling these young boys, like, bro, go get a trade. If you don't want to go to college and get an education, go get a trade, bro. You can create your own business with that. You ain't got to work for nobody. You can work for yourself.
You can put yourself in a position to be self-employed, traveling the world, doing your thing too, depending on where it is. You know what I'm saying? One of my young homies, he out of Clarkston, Mississippi, right outside of Memphis, about 45 minutes from Memphis. And shit, man, the boy that took underwater welding trade.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
yeah,
welders. And then underwater, I know welders get paid, but them underwater welders, I know they be making that guap.
that's man, yeah, they make a fucking killing. Yeah,
And see,
motherfuckers.
that's what we need to do. We need to start exposing different trades. I want people to come on here who got different trades. I can talk about like life insurance and real estate all day, but there's other, license and certificates. Do you know people went to real estate school, a 4-year college course, and I just went and took a 2-week class and got my license,
That's crazy.
bruh. And that degree it don't give you no more than what the license give you. Like you can
Exactly.
make more money being licensed or certified or something than you can with a degree. That's what
Yeah,
people. I mean, we need to start exposing that.
you got the whole thing of being certified and there's a qualified and
Mm-hmm.
certain. Me, I'm a journeyman electrician, journeyman wireman. You know, I'm in the union, so I make a very good living. And I tried reaching out to so many young brothers, man, because I got in a little on the late side too. Like when I was like, let's see, 35, and I had to go to school for 5 years. But the it wasn't like, I went to school every day. For 5 years, sat in class every day. We went to school once a week, but we worked, as apprentices. Man, so bad. I just came this last job. I was working a gang of overtime, and I knew it was gonna be a quick hit. Shit, man, 4,000. I think the smallest check I ever had was 4,000 in 1 week.
Mm.
And that's what I try to
So we
tell
got
these young cats about, these trades and all, and the benefit of being in them. And the idea of it is what sounds good to them. That's what appeals to them. Not the idea of being in the trade, but the idea of what it can bring you. See, I don't
mhm.
never push. I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't highlight the money. That's a given. What I highlight is the benefits,
Mhm.
the health insurance, just everything pertaining to benefits portion of it. Because shit, my kids were, I want to say maybe like 12 or 13 and 7, you know, when I got into the trade, and they were covered up until they were 27 years old under my insurance. So, people want they love the idea of being in whatever position that's gonna change their life, make, this is a life, this is a career. It's not a fucking job,
Mm.
but people don't look at it like that. I see motherfuckers would rather work at 7-Eleven, for nothing, basically, than to take the time out to invest in themselves, and join a trade or something.
And see that I want to do. I'm gonna do a show, bro, and I would appreciate it if you hit the link. But I'm gonna do a show talking about trades because college is not always an option for everyone. But getting into like plumbing, electricity, carpentry, even like I said, with real estate, life insurance is other options, and it can create the same opportunities as a degree, sometimes even more, and you don't have the stress of paying them big loans back. So I think, and then it's not too many degrees where you can create your own
That's
business,
what.
but I know a lot of trades you can. Like I had an
Oh,
electrician come out to the house the other day. He charged me $90 just to come out, and then
mm-hmm.
like to do a couple wires. And if I knew where the problem was, I could have did it myself. Like I'm not an electrician, but by skill, since I was a kid, I've been in the carpentry.
Right.
My stepdad used to buy houses and we flip them, so I dabble with electricity, but I'm not an electrician. But if I knew where the problem was, I could have fixed it myself. But $180 later,
That's what. That's what.
hooking up a damn plug. One of the wires came off one of the plugs and it shorted it. I mean, now it's not no electricity going through like half of the room in my kitchen. Half of my kitchen was shut down. It was because of one plug. The wire came loose.
Yeah. I know exactly what happened. And that
Bruh.
you wouldn't charge $180 because you know it was such a hard job. You would charge that because of your ignorance with electricity.
Mm-hmm. Basically.
And that's what I had a similar situation. I went and did a little side job, and the guy was telling me about, he wanted, he was getting his bathroom remodeled, and I guess whatever happened between him and the plumbing, whoever the people, the contract that he had doing the work, they just left it. They walked out and left it like half done. He said, "Man, but the light over my shower just won't come on." And I'm sitting there, I'm thinking about this, man. I'm looking at it, and I said, "Okay, well, let me check it out. And when he got, because I before he told me exactly what happened, I spent probably about 30, 30 minutes maybe, trying to troubleshoot this shit and see what the problem could be, just on some basic troubleshooting. And then he came to me and said something that stood out to me. I say, that whole time, that blank that you got on that wall, that was where the switch was supposed to be. I said, hell, if I'd have knew that, that'd have been the first place I went to. I said, I can tell you exactly what happened. He looked at me like, what do you think? I said, it's a wire nut loose in there. And I guarantee you it's short. It's not short now, but it's just not making a connection with that light.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be damned, man. I opened that motherfucker up, man, pulled the wires out, and sure as shit, the whole fucking wire nut fell out. I said, I told you. But I'm not, that's probably why I don't own a business, because I'm not into getting over on people. But he was willing to pay me whatever. I said, man, just give me $60, man. But he said, I ain't gonna pay you. I don't want to pay you because you came in, and regardless of, my time is what's valuable. I just don't believe fucking that. So, man, just give me $60, man. But that's
Right,
crazy. That's like, mechanics, man. Why you think they get away with the bullshit they be pulling?
bro. I told my wife like just let them diagnose it and then I'll fix it.
That's how I
Hell
used to do it.
no.
With my cars, my son car, we both had older cars. And that's what I would take it to my mechanic who I've been fucking with at the time over 15 years, and let him tell me what's going on, and then I'll pay him for that, and then I'll fix it. Unless it was just some
Mm-hmm.
shit more, be more in depth that, and I'm not familiar with the procedures or whatnot. I mean, I taught my son how to change shocks, brakes, oil, you know, how to take a fucking rotor off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he
Taught my
just
dad
he
how to do brakes. I taught my dad how to do brakes. The studs popped out in his car. Taught him how to do rotors and put the studs back in.
mm,
But my stepfather was a master mechanic and a master carpenter, so I grew up working on cars and houses.
that's crazy. Some people are fortunate to catch that or have somebody that they interact with, whether it be parent or a uncle, whereas other people, they either, if they didn't have the opportunity, chosen not to take advantage of it because they felt like, oh, I don't want to be a grease monkey. I don't want to get my hands dirty. But you finna pay a motherfucker damn an hour to do what you could have did yourself in that
Right,
same hour.
15, 20 minutes. It take me longer to get a car up and get the wheel off than it do to actually change the brakes. So I
Thank
don't
you.
want to. I hate to end this, but sis about to go live. We
We
about to
should, we
head
should.
over to antisocial. I
I
appreciate
ain't
you,
going.
bro.
I ain't.
This was.
No.
I appreciate you sharing your
Oh
story
yeah.
with us, bro. That's definitely gonna reach and touch people, and that's what we doing. We trying to create content that can help, especially these youth. I hope someone hear this story and it shake them up and wake them up and make it realize there ain't no love in the street. You want to leave the people with something?
Just for anybody that's calling themselves living that lifestyle, man, just be careful who you associate yourself with. The best thing you can do is to get out of it. Because at the end of the day, it always ends bad.
Always. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, we definitely gonna have to do a build about the trades. Probably do it
No, no doubt.
like a week or two, maybe. I got a couple other shows coming up, but definitely want to
Okay.
do that because I think that information would be helpful. Bringing awareness that giving them options. I think that'd
Because
be
people
dope.
don't even realize these fucking trades exist, man.
hmm I didn't until I got older, bro. I didn't realize a lot of this stuff exists. I knew we had a plumber, but I didn't know like how you can make a living off being a plumber. You don't be thinking
Right.
about that, man. The opportunities that the doors that open, like Yeah.
Nah,
But
man, it's all. I see you over there.
yeah, we heading over to antisocial. I appreciate everybody rocking out with us. I just wanted to bring awareness to this case because the situation in it, I promise you, this is everyday life. And you'll even run into it on here, where people cry wolf. You have to be careful who you're dealing with. And if someone really cares about you, they wouldn't put you in a position to lose. Just remember that too. You know, antisocial link is in the chat. I actually got it highlighted. We're going over there next. Shout out to D Shep for stepping up and sharing his story. I hope that it impacts someone because, it's when we experience life like this, it's good to share because the hard lessons we learn through the experiences, it can prevent other people from going down the same path. Just hearing our story. So I appreciate you sharing that, brother. I really do. And I hope it reached the people and shake somebody up. I mean, we can't save the world, but maybe we can help a few. But y'all know what I always say, care about how you feel. These are the conversations to build nations. And if I said anything that resonated with you, if Shep said anything that resonated with you, do me a favor, hit that share button, tell somebody to tell somebody, help us spread the word. But until next time, we out. Hey, make sure y'all hit antisocial link. Make sure you stop over there, put a 9 in the chat. Lingerie, and I don't know if the ladies are doing sugar and spice on lingerie and cocktails tomorrow, but tomorrow is Friday, so Sugar and Spice show will be on and popping. They got a good subject. I'm gonna let them ladies talk about it if they want to next. But go check sis out. She should be live now. If you're not live, get your butt live. We coming.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy.
And we heading over to
from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, heard it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when it's evening. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race.